This is Lucia with the translation of the Drops of Inspiration by Ricardo Melo. Today's drop is themed, What if you were sure you wouldn't fail? Hello, my dear friends. Good morning to you. My friends, what would it be like if you were sure you wouldn't fail? We often say that we want many things, but what happens with most of us is that we say one thing, but in our heads we mean something else. When we question if something was at all possible, we don't trust our ability to make things happen. And I suggest that you really believe it is possible, even if it is an apparently hypothetical situation. Just imagine a child playfully planning the future. We should truly start believing, yes, we can. Especially if we are truly connected to God. Of course we can. Just like a branch that is connected to a tree. Remember, the branch, when disconnected from the tree, dies out, while a branch that is connected to the tree feeds from its sap. And all of us, children of God, are sure to be fed from His divine essence. Therefore, if we are connected to Him, how many incredible things that can happen in our lifetime. Check out this section of the Gospel, which is one of my favorites. For the sake of reference, we've taken it from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, from verse 7 onwards. Jesus said, Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks, receives. He who seeks, finds. And to him who knocks, the door will be open. What father among you, if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask Him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. This extraordinary speech of Christ invites us to have an inner connection with the power of prayer and self-confidence. When we take action in our daily life from an elevated state of mind, from a state of faith and inner abundance, we are able to change many things in our life. We have incredible testimonies. I hear other people's beautiful stories. People who started their life on earth with very serious problems, of all possible sorts you can imagine. Stories that can leave soap opera writers speechless. How incredibly creative can the real world be, don't you think? How meaningful and inspiring our stories are. They are stories of people who had all the reasons to go about life complaining, experiencing life in the deep limbo of pain and sadness. But they have forever transformed their way of thinking and feeling once faith started settling down in their soul. They are people who decided to deeply support their self-confidence once they finally understood that God exists and is connected to them. And those who don't believe much in the power of faith and demand scientific evidence should be reminded that our whole limbic system responds to what our conscience determines. By the way, our whole limbic system is the portion of our brain that is connected to the production of hormones and emotions. Science calls our soul our conscience. Science never managed to measure the soul, but it knew that the brain responds to something greater than itself. Then it named this thing as conscience. But we know that this thing is the soul, the immortal spirit. We can see, my friends, that true faith pushes us forward. True faith pushes us towards the next step, even when we are not sure about what is waiting for us next. So today, allow yourself to wonder, what if I was sure I wouldn't fail? What if I was sure my faith wouldn't fail me? What if I managed to remain connected to my difficult son until he gets better? What if I took better care of my self-esteem, of my inner love, of my self-respect, regarding everything I do? Wouldn't my life consequently improve? Seriously, just think about it. Take this day, this beautiful day, and strengthen your confidence, believing that God is acting through you. And you're being used as a fantastic tool to manifest things in your daily life, in your attitude, in your everyday practices. Remember, this has nothing to do with religion, but with intrinsic religiosity. And this means living the presence of God where we are, regardless of the situation we are experiencing. I know that's not easy, but it's much harder to keep on complaining, whining, and believing things will not change. We'd better at least give ourselves a chance and let our light shine. Remember that Jesus said, "Let your light so shine before men, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house, that they may see your good works." It's right there on the Sermon on the Mount. My friends, may you have a lovely day with your light shining and that deep feeling that if you knock, if you seek, you will surely find what you're looking for, okay? Please share the drops of inspiration with your contacts. Let's spread light and peace. May God be with you all, my friends. Thank you.